Hey guys, it's Bit. The Skypirate patch just got put out today, so I figured this would be a great time to go over my new World vs. World build. They added some traits, they changed some utility skills, but we'll see what I think about them. Down with my utilities, I'm still going to be using Mist Form, Armor of Earth, and Lightning Flash. They took away the Stunbreaker from Lightning Flash, and they added it over to the Signet of Air. And they took away the Stunbreaker from Cleansing Fire, and they gave it over to Glyph of Elemental Power. Neither of these I see as, just because they got a Stunbreaker, like, they're still basically unusable. I can't see wanting to use either of these. Lightning Flash got a 50% damage increase. It got a 5-second cooldown reduction. So I think it's still worth using. It's just give me 820 damage. Like, that's pretty damn big. Like, if you look over at Lightning Whip, which hits pretty damn hard, that's only 528. So you can even use this to kill people now. So that's crazy. Still going to be using Signet of Restoration, and still the Fiery Greatsword, using Glyph of Elementals for duels, and Tornado for trolley situations, maybe in towers and stuff, knock people off. But still Fiery Greatsword for escapes. My traits are still going to be the same. There's nothing really in the patch that really caught my eye. I mean, they added some stuff in the 30 fire magic. They added something that was cool, but you still have to go 30 fire magic, which is absolute garbage. I wouldn't recommend going down that route. Fresh Air was new. Recharge Air Attunement on a critical hit, and they combined Tempest Defense with Grounded. So, like, but that's like 30 in air. Like, just that's too glassy for me. Still, like, this build has way less HP as it is. So I can't see going 30 air. It's just not worth it, because you need 30 Arcana straight up. Like, nothing has changed in Arcana. You're still running Elemental Attunement. You're still running Renew and Stamina, and you have to run Evasive Arcana. It's the best trait in the game. I'm still running 30 water. You can get away with taking away 10 water if you want to go even more glassy, but I don't want to lose the 100 vitality. I don't want to lose the 100 healing. I don't feel like it's really worth going into just these traits into air, because that's probably where I would go, or even into 10 into earth. It just doesn't really seem worth to me, because it's 100 condition damage. Like, the stats don't really pan out to be as good as the 100 healing or the 100 vitality. Bountiful Power did get nerfed a little bit. It's down to 1% instead of 2%, but that's okay. It's still a really good trait there. But everything else is the same. You're still running Cleansing Water, you're still running Cleansing Wave, and you're still running Soothing Disruption. I'm still running the triple cantrips. You can get away with running Arcane Wave if you really want to. Maybe even Arcane Blast. I've seen builds where people run both of them. That's fine if that's what you want. I still really like the stability, and without the Stunbreaker and Lightning Flash, it's a good time. So now we're gonna go over my armor and what I changed there. I'm gonna go over piece by piece, but almost all of my armor is different now, except for my jewels. Those are mostly the same. But we're running a Knight's headpiece now. That's the Power, Precision, and Toughness. We're running a Berserker shoulder piece, which is Power, Precision, and critical damage. We still got the Knight's chest piece, the Knight's glove, and Knight's leggings, and that's all Power, Precision, and Toughness. I got a Berserker's boots. It's the Power, Precision, critical damage, and I picked boots and the shoulder for Berserkers because I lost the least amount of health and armor, and I still gained the 2% critical damage, whereas with the headpiece, it's still only 2, and you're losing like a lot more. I'm losing a lot more armor by doing that. And the leggings is like 3%, so like I don't think it's worth losing 67 toughness for 1% ish of the critical damage, because instead of the 2. So that's why I picked these two specific pieces for Berserkers. We got a Berserker main hand dagger with the Sigil of Battle. We've moved away from energy. I'm trying to do more damage. I'm trying to get more might stacks. You can get up to 16 stacks of might with this build, whereas with energy I was kind of capping out around 7. 10 if I used Churning Earth in one of my blast fields. So this way, with the Battle Sigil, you get up to 16. You get the 6 free stacks of might just from swapping around. So it's just it's a lot more consistent. I like it better. It's a little less survivability, but if you rely more on like the player skill to get away instead of just having spam dodge rolls, I think this will be good. And I think this will teach me to actually play the game even better by running battle. Still have a Bloodlust sigil on the offhand dagger, but it's a Valkyrie dagger now. I have 15,000 and almost 300 health with this build, so I didn't want to dip under that, so we kept with the vitality on this dagger. And over with the jewelry, we're running a Berserker's back piece. This is a defensive Berserker's back piece, ascended. As you can see, I have the vital World vs. World infusion in it, and the rest of my jewelry is still the Cavaliers, the power, toughness, and critical damage, and 5 of them, as you can see, all have the vital World vs. World infusion. So that's 25 vitality. It keeps me at that 15,000-ish range, and it gives me 5% less damage taken against guards, lords, and supervisors. You can get these in World vs. World at your home Borderlands. There's a Laurel merchant here. You go down to Infusions, and you have them all right here. There are 5 Laurels and 125 badges. So they're pretty good. They're really nice it's basically the first Laurel that's come out where you can get like a stat for your guy. That's pretty good. I do have, unfortunately, 1 offensive Ascended accessory, but I put in 5% precision. The reason I did that was because, as you can see, I have 31% crit right now. If I unequip this with the 5 precision, I go down to 30. So this 5 precision gives me 1% more chance to crit. Like, I can't think of anything more worth than just 1 infusion giving me 1% chance to crit. Like, that's too good, too good. So I think that's basically it. Oh, my food. As for my food, I'm running the Plates of Truffle Steak and the Superior Sharpening Stone. You can see here, I have 2,056 power with these, 3,037 attack, 31% chance to crit, 80 critical damage, and if we have Fury, we're looking at 51% critical chance with Fury, and you have a very high Fury uptime still. We're still running that 10 in air, so you're going to have a lot of Fury. Now, you can also use the bowl of curry butternut squash soup and the Master Maintenance Oil, and if we put these on, you can see your power drops to around 1,800, 2778 attack, but you're up to 59% chance to crit and 90% critical damage. I'm sticking with the power. I think the power is it's just way more consistent. This is a little bit bursty, or more bursty, I should say. But at 51% chance to crit, I think that's just enough crit chance to you're gonna be critting half the time, and 80 critical damage is huge. I'm liking it a lot. I'm getting like 10,000 churning earths on very, very squishy targets. I'm getting 7,000 churning earths on people who are not so squishy. I'm seeing like 1,500 crit lightning whip spams, 1,200 crit lightning whip spams on people who are a little tanky. So you're going to be hitting very, very hard with spec almost all the time with obviously not the same amount of survivability, but it's not bad. Now, I'm also dipping down this low in health because there's a new World vs. World ability that I'm closing in on. I need 21 more ranks, but we're going to be getting it soon, where you get 1 stack of Applied Fortitude when killing a guard, lord, or supervisor. And these stacks grant you 50 vitality, and you get 5 of them. That's 250 vitality for killing 5 guards. That's 2,500 health. And as you can see, I have 16,213 health right now. That's with, I think it's 6% robust. With 5% robust, you're going to be at 16,000 health with this build. So once you get that going, you're going to have 18,500 health with all of this damage. That's a considerable amount of health and huge damage. My armor did drop to around 2657 armor, but when I had 2850 armor, like, I was still getting kill shot for like 12k, and like 11k. I'm getting these backstabs for like 9,000 from these super glassy people out in World vs. World, and I'm like, damn, like I have 2850 armor and I'm still getting hit for this. Like, is this armor really helping me out that much? So I've been trying out this 2650 armor, and I've been noticing that I'm still getting hit for pretty much the same here. So this has been a very upgrade in damage for me than before, and I don't really feel like I'm taking too much damage here, even with the 2650 armor. So that's my new build. Hope you guys liked it. Make sure to leave me a like if you did. If you have any questions about the build, leave a comment down below, and I'll be trying to answer them as soon as I can. So thanks for watching, you guys. This has been Bit. Peace out.